Helen here with Eyes on the Game, and I'm joined by former UFC welterweight champion Johny Hendricks. You'll be facing Kelvin Gastelum this weekend on the big card, UFC 200, just a few days out. How's your camp and how's your weight?
The camp was good. The weight's good. I'm pretty excited to weigh in on Friday at 8. That's going to be super exciting. That's really the only thing that I got right now. Like I said, the weight's coming off like I want it to. The camp was good, so I have no complaints right now.
And this will be your second fight with your new camp, right?
Yes, it'll be my second fight with my new camp and my nutritionist. So I think we got it dialed in, but we're still learning. That's the beauty of this, is that no matter where you're at, you got to keep adapting and overcoming, and that's what we're doing.
And now, like you just mentioned, your second camp. Do you think that changing camps kind of had an effect on your last fight against Stephen Thompson?
No, I think it's more me. The camp was good. Was it great? No, but I think the fact that so many people always ask you what's next, and I was already to that point. What's next? Instead of focusing on him, and that's my downfall.
And so looking at, the fight with Stephen Thompson, what did you kind of take away or learn from it?
One is that, they might want to flee, run, keep that distance. Okay, well, how do I train for that? I train for that in the room, and that's sort of the thing is that I was prepared for him to do a little bit of that distance, but not that kind where he was going to throw a punch and then be gone. So that's something I even implemented on this fight, is that, hey, he could. We don't know, and he might see success that way. All right, well, I need to make sure that I don't lose my focus, keep my calm, keep my composure, and that's sort of what was my downfall, really. As soon as I got in the octagon, I think the first minute went very well with me, but as soon as he started hitting and moving way out of distance, I was like, come on, we're supposed to fight. And that as soon as I had that kind of mentality, it was over for me, because it was like 15 seconds later and the fight was over. So I got to make sure that I stay focused, stay calm, and stay focused on the task at hand. And the task at hand is make sure that I get the W.
You have told people, that there's going to be a new Johny after or in this fight, but a lot of people are kind of wanting that old Johny back, the one that knocked out John Fitch and Martin Kampman with the left hook.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting back to, is that, what got me to the championship? One person at a time. Okay, Kelvin Gastelum's my only opponent. Nobody else, after July 9th, anybody can ask me any question they want to, but until then, it's only Kelvin Gastelum, and that's what got me to where I was, is always focusing on one target only. And don't get me wrong, I want the belt back, but I also have to make sure that I stay focused at one thing, and that's Kelvin Gastelum.
And he actually just told a media that he thinks he will knock you out. What do you have to say to that?
Okay. Not going to happen. It is a fight, but if he's going in with that kind of attitude, then he might not have trained for a full 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And this fight's going to go the full 15 minutes unless I end it early.
And I know you have said that you guys were former sparring partners back when he was helping you train for a fight. And speaking of that, you obviously have fought and beaten the top guys or had some controversial, very close decisions. Where do you think Kelvin, a number 12 fighter, stacks comparisons to the other guys you fought?
He's right there because, one, he's a southpaw. Two, that, it's a fight. You know what I mean? I can't overlook anybody. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm not going to do that anymore. And that's what I used to do, is say, oh, he's number 12. Who cares? It's only a 15-minute fight. I would have those kind of thoughts. Now I'm sitting here going, no, he's ranked number 1. How do I beat him? I beat him by doing this, this, and this. How do I get there? I get there by doing everything my coaches tell me to do and move forward.
Lastly, so Tyron Woodley and Robbie Lawler, someone you have beaten before, they're fighting coming up very shortly. Where do you see that fight going?
You know what? I don't even know. I don't even care right now. Ask me on July 9th and I'll tell you. Right now, like I said, my main focus is definitely Kelvin and nothing else.